Binge Thinker for another week. My name is Jamil Raymond. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here as always. This one's a day late, folks, I will admit. This is going to come out on the Wednesday instead of the Tuesday. I think I did it again. I had a late day Monday, just working, grinding, getting shit done. Then thought I could, medicate and have a conversation with y'all, and it didn't pan out that way. My brain was just too fried after a long day, and I completely lost what I was talking about. It just was a shemozzle. So I was like, fuck it, respect the rest, park it for today, just do it again tomorrow. It's a day late, apologies. Hope you understand. A lot to cover, lots happening. Life is happening at full steam right now, and I feel like I am a little bit behind on it, to be quite honest. I've got to get rid of all of my fucking shit in this house in the next 3 weeks, less than, and I'm starting to really freak out. 19 days, holy shit, I got to get rid of a lot of stuff in the next 19 days, and I look at it even less than that, realistically, probably about 17 days. It's going to be a real challenge, and I'm a bit scared. Oh, I would just put shit in boxes and leave it at my parents' house for now, and then maybe just let them sell it and I get a commish out of it. I don't know. Life is happening at me at the moment. I cannot wait to get the fuck out of here because you will have known, or most of you will know, it's dreary, cold, raining again here in Melbourne. It sucks. But what do? We're almost there. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer, living on a prayer. Do. It's funny, I can actually hit some good notes when I'm doing a weird voice. I can sing a little bit. I am keen to do that in the near future again. But I tried to do this a bit once where if I talk like this, I can pretty much hit. Nope, not any note. Most notes. Yeah, I should have given that a little bit more practice. So what's been happening? Let me go with the hot topic first. So over the last couple of weeks, I've put out some posts about Telstra. I talked about that probably last week. And, just sharing some truth, sharing some honesty about how I felt about Telstra, how I felt about the situation, and how bad corporate life treats us. And when you are cast out of the machine, you are just basically thrown to the scrap heap because you are no longer a valued resource to the corporation. And then this Monday, so yesterday, I put out a post hopefully to help people that are being affected by the redundancies, over 2,000 of them right now, to give them some support and go, hey, guess what, guys? You should go audit your redundancy payouts, because if I did not do that, I would have lost 20 grand, right? When I was being made redundant from Telstra, I was like, fuck this. I am going to take this corporation for every cent I can, make sure I get every entitlement, because fuck it. You're going to cast me off to save yourself some dollars to go to the shareholder. I'm going to do it right fucking back at you. Okay? Two can play this game. It's just that, and the thing is, you play this game with this false idea of what a corporation is. What the fuck is a corporation? It's this entity of a collective of people that agree to just do a certain thing and contribute to a particular cause. If you're in Telstra, you would think that the particular cause is whatever it is contributing to the backbone of technology, which is the internet, etc., whatever Telstra provides. But realistically, the people inside those corporations, they don't really give a fuck, right? Nobody really gives a fuck, especially in Australia. The apathy, the cultural apathy in Australia is what kills innovation, is what kills productivity, and we could probably be doing a lot more as a nation. We're doing pretty well, right? We're holding up. Quality of life is good for 25 million people and where we're at. We could be doing more. And so it's like, who am I really? Look, I put the post up, and I won't deny that I'm a little bit afraid of repercussions. But I thought about this. I'm like, I'm whistleblowing. I'm just sharing some truth. And you know what? Like, they don't give a shit, man. Like, if they do come at me, the worst thing they can do is take me to court. And honestly, if you the media frenzy that would come through as a result of Telstra suing a former employee for whistleblowing and talking about how they did not manage their redundancy process after they've let 10,000 employees go over the last 6 years, that is not a PR battle that you want to fight. You may potentially beat me by, suing me for whatever I've got, which is not a lot right now. So good luck. What are you going to do? Fucking sue this jumper off my back? It's pretty much all I've got at this point. Or, that's it. That's it. Tell me to shut the fuck up. I mean, that's really the only repercussions. But, mate, corporations just do not have a footing to stand on. And if I've learned anything from my virality experience with Qantas and with Cisco in that same event, we're going viral like 6 months ago, is that this sort of stuff's in the too hard basket for most PR places. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna have to just give this guy a call back. 1 sec. Okay, let's see. Sorry, Kev. I just got to get this out of the way, buddy. Good bloke, Kevin. Former colleague. Good guy. Just checking on him, see how he's doing. He's one of the that is affected, but I think he's kept his role, which is really cool. So it's like, really, what am I really fighting here? It's just, what am I fighting? I'm fighting this imaginary belief system that some person in the legal department of Telstra, this is my job to do. I must protect Telstra's commercial interest and this. And it's just like, is that really the person that you want to be? Are you really willing to sell your soul and what you think is genuinely right and me trying to help people out here for the sake of a paycheck? And you might, because you might be ingrained into this corporate system, right? That's just the risk we take, is that there is, we think of indoctrination of being just, resulted to cult leaders and shit, but we are indoctrinated by the brands that we align to, by the identities that we create. And these false perceptions of identities is what creates antagonism in the other, right? This is what creates these fake divisions of who we are. The reality is, if you're a half-decent human being and you see what I'm doing to just reach out and share my painful experience with others who are going through this because corporate culture has enabled us or insisted that we keep our mouth shut to mitigate the risk of these beautiful corporations that are feeding you, but they're also secretly squeezing every fucking resource out of you and squeezing every dollar out of you and every bit of productivity they can out of you to subserve somebody else. Fuck you, mate. Fuck you. So, you know what? It's time for the fucking rebellion. I did tell you guys that I'm selling freedom here, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to fucking do at the very least, is build something to enable freedom. Financial, personal freedom. So that means if I've got to push back against a fucking horseshit legacy corporation to do so, bring it on. Right? Thankfully, I do believe my good intent, which I do, I'm standing in my goddamn truth here. I'm standing in my truth. And I'm just trying to help people. And if the universe has taught me anything about that it might test me, there might be some repercussions. I fucking doubt it. But, what's it called? Goodwill, good intention does protect you to a degree. I have to have faith in that. And there's also a part of me that's just going, one of these things these quotes, when you're going all in on life, which I'm kind of doing right now, which is fair, is that if you want to take the island, you've got to burn the boats. And I'm taking the island. I'm going to Phuket. I'm going to that island. And so I got to burn some fucking boats, right? I'm burning my life up here with all my material goods, which is not a big deal. It's just so much of it. I've realized how much shit I've accumulated over the years, which is surprising for 2 years, but I have done a lot of different things. And yeah, I just got to fucking come full circle on this thing when it comes to, hey, Telstra is the reason why I'm in this position in the first place. So thank you, but also go fuck yourself, right? So yeah, there might be there might be some repercussions. There might be some. I don't think there would be, but you never know. You never know. But from the post, the older post that I put up over 2 weeks ago now, people have been reaching out and following me. It's it's definitely, people are resonating. I can't deny that I've been on this journey by myself. I've had people reach out. I got a couple of meetings this afternoon with people that are interested in having a better conversation about what's going on. So, yeah, people are resonating. People that have been discarded, been spat out by the machine. They respect it, they appreciate it, and they say thank you, and they ask for help. And that's what I'm here to do, right? Is to be the healer, be the resource, be a level of support for people during this trying time. And again, I'm just trying to do good in the world by correcting what I see is wrong. And that's it. That's it, right? There's no ill intent here. The only ill intent, it's not even ill intent, it's to resist the fucking crushing pressure of corporate interest in human well-being, right? That's it. That's all I'm doing. So I live in that faith, and I will keep pushing back if I need to, but I think I said what I needed to say. And look, I was doing some math yesterday. So there's over 2,000 people being made redundant. I think it's 2,400, okay? So let's just do some basic maths. Look, if someone makes $1 extra and validates my bullshit, which is not bullshit, but validates me, screaming into the abyss about get your shit checked, and I help someone, I've won, right? You've reached out. This is what you're supposed to do as a good human being, is reach out and help another as if they were your own, because they are. And so if I reach people, even if it doesn't make them $1 and people are resonating because they feel understood and feel heard, I've done my job, right? I'm reaching out, giving a human experience over the internet. And that's what we're supposed to do in this new digital world, right? Is to have human experiences over the internet and just speak truth. And it's been quite liberating, right? To speak truth. It's scary as fuck. I had a slight anxiety, not an attack, but an anxiety wave Sunday night when I knew it was going up. But I was like, you know what? I went through this anxiety 2 weeks ago when I put my first post up about Telstra strategy. Nothing happened. No repercussions. It was not even the best performing piece of content I had that week. So it's really just like, no one cares. No one cares. You just keep attempting to, put your message out there. It's up to me to broadcast what I want out there, which I'm going to do more of over the next couple of weeks, and broadcast the vibe. And that brings people in, right? The vibe is the tribe. So I need to put out more of my vibe to do so. And I will. What's happening in the world of Tech Sales Academy and the business? I am still in leap of faith mode. I cannot remember. I don't think I shared this with you guys last week because it happened Tuesday night. But I got a written email confirmation from one of my coaching clients that want to book me for 3 days in August. And just to get some fucking written progress to be like, yeah, book these days out. We'll come back to you with details. I'm like, fuck. That's good shit. That is heroin levels of relief. I mean, it could get wrong, but you just got to take these little crumbs from the universe where you can, right? You just got to take the wins, no matter how small. Things are coming together. Like I said, it's just a matter of time in the game, and I've got to put some fuel on that fire with some better marketing. But, yeah, that's just such a relief. And like this week has been good as far as, cultivating an abundant mindset, getting out of survival mode, not letting the anxiety take me over, and to be like, manifest greatness, my boy. Keep working, keep doing what you need to do. You've done this work. You just need to trust. The day you plant the seed is not the day you harvest the fruit. You've planted some good seeds here. People understand the value, who you are. Trust that good things will come your way. So that's what I'm doing, man. I just got to trust, and I could just sense it. A lot of manifestation work, a lot of Joe Dispenza work, a lot of emotional and intellectual alignment of thoughts and feelings to attract the future I want. by living in that emotional gratitude of everything coming my way. That's the secret to it. And it's, yeah, you just don't know how big you can go with the damn thing, right? I just don't know because I'm sort of starting out. But I definitely did a lot of similar stuff this time last year when I was going for the top 1%, and I was like, I need this 1%. Let me manifest being in the top 1% in Club Cisco. And it panned out. But I wasn't that desperate. But yet you can't be desperate. You can't yearn because the yearning pushes away. You have to be and radiate the success that you've already had so that your emotional alignment brings it in from the quantum universe. That's the secret to this shit, ladies and gentlemen. That's the secret to manifestation. You have to live it and it comes to you. So they say. So far, I believe them. So that's why I keep doing it and doubling down on this shit. So yeah, that's where I'm currently at. Caught up, I just got back from a lunch catch up with a good friend of mine who's someone I worked with at Telstra. Also got a written update on another 5K coaching opportunity. But if I get that main coaching opportunity that's supposed to want some training in August, oh mate, I'm laughing. I'm absolutely laughing. So I have to hope. I have to put my positive vibes out there. That'll probably net me 10 to 15K potentially per month. And that's, mate, that's better than heroin because I'll be like, I'm in heaven, mate. I'll be in Thailand, making great money, living like a king. Not that I'll live like a king, but just be comfortable. Oh my God, it'd just be so nice to feel emotionally stable and comfortable. Just with money. I realize I have quite a money wound and being broke has made me anxious. But then again, like I keep reminding myself, I just go get a fucking job, man. Nothing changes. I just go get a fucking job. But still, leap of faith, baby. It's weird, it's scary, it's wonderful. Let's see what happens. So yeah, that's the update. What else have I got for you folks? Oh yeah, as part of me cutting up roots and jumping out of Australia for a while, I did a time capsule on Saturday where I just went around and just filmed my house and what it looked like. I did a little, how would I explain this? So I filmed a video for my future kids, just showing them how Dad used to live, right? I'm doing this to build a nest, to build a strong family, to build, to live well and take my family into, take my name, my lineage into beautiful places. And, I want to know more about my dad. Oh, I want to know more about my dad. There's the fucking Freudian slip there. And, I don't know a lot about how my parents sort of lived their life. And I think it would be really interesting for my kids to see how I lived when I was younger and a single man, because I'm a very single man at the moment. And just show them what life was like, because they might not see that video for another 10 years, maybe more. And, man, if you don't think the fucking world is going to substantially change in the next decade, you're going to be made extinct. I'm going to say that to you, right? If you think, no, it's just going to be the same. Wrong. Like I told you guys last week, AI is already smarter than most of us, right? It's just the Asians that they're not as smart as anymore. And once they beat the Asians at being smart, we are completely fucked, right? So, yeah, fundamental changes. And yeah, like just recognizing that this is a time I'll never get back, right? I get very sad when it comes to nostalgia, and knowing that I'm reaching a nostalgic point in my life where life won't be the same and this chapter of life is moving through, and I'm grateful for what it's given me, and it's time to step up and go to the next level. And I'm sure that'll be more beautiful as well. But, just you have to appreciate these moments, man. You have to appreciate these moments, right? I'm gonna be so sad when I have to leave Jambo. Just being at this house, I've done so much in this house as far as like personal growth and, the work and the redundancy and building and just trying and creating. I have done the work. And, these have been the struggle years. And I don't think I'm far away from getting out of the struggle years if I was my highest, most confident self. So, you just feel for it, man. You take a look around and sometimes you wish you'd done more, or you do wish you'd done more in the moment, enjoyed the presence of it while you still had it. Yeah. I mean, man, like, I went to the footy on Sunday, AFL, for the non-Australians that listen to this, which is the greatest fucking sport on planet Earth, AFL, right? It is. And I went by myself, and I'll tell you what, man, and like I knew that this was probably going to be, well, maybe not for a while, maybe until September, because the finals are coming, and Sydney's definitely going to make the finals. Is just going and just enjoying myself. I'll tell you what, folks, the great idea for a single mandate is getting fucking baked and going to the footy. It is a great Australian date for one, right? Getting baked in your own space, mad chilling, level 3 at Marvel Stadium. Amazing view, right? We don't appreciate how big our stadiums are compared to other sports. Like, it's one of the biggest ovals for sports. It's one of the biggest ovals in the world. So then we've got to accommodate that with good seating. And look, Marvel as a ground sucks for the football players, but as a experience, it is a better watching experience for sport than the MCG. MCG has spiritual home, and I completely don't, I'm not fucking with that. But just from a pure comfort and amenities, having the roof closed, great visual view of the game, it's a better watching experience. So, right, I'm just there in my own little world, got my scarf on, got my Guernsey on, I'm loaded to the gills with just food, got a pie, got a couple of other snacks, I am impartial to a nice hot jam donut. So I've just got the munchies. I hadn't eaten all day at that point, so I was ready to scoff down some shit. But just being in your own little world, got your nice little buzz going, having a pie, watching your team play. And we were doing pretty well. We lost, unfortunately, but we're doing pretty well for parts of it. So some of it was pretty shaky. And just being okay to be a fucking dude and be passionate about the sport, because I'm a loud motherfucker when it comes to watching sport. When I'm watching my Swans play, I'm passionate, right? I know all the players. I see the plays. I get into it. So just to have that time of something that I really fucking enjoy, just really enjoying my own company. It's a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm going to have a lot more solitary moments, I think, when I go to Thailand, but we shall see. That's definitely going to be a slight concern, is, having genuine connections with people whilst I'm over there. I think I should be okay. I'm pretty sociable, and, I can't be worrying about that right now. But, yeah, man, having a good relationship with yourself is paramount. You got to back yourself into life, because you're really only just covering yourself until you have kids, I suppose. But that's definitely been one of the great lessons and great growth from the last 4 years of working on my shit, is getting comfortable just being on your own. Like, my social battery has drastically come down in the last few years, and just like, all right, cunts, I'm done with this. Let me just go home and chill the fuck out and do nothing. Yeah, man, it's a superpower. If you can't be alone with yourself, that's a problem. Because what are you really afraid of being alone, or are you just really afraid of being with your own thoughts? And I don't mind being alone with my own thoughts. That's why this podcast is called The Binge Thinker. I'm one of the smartest people I know. So I don't mind being in my own little head because you could just go into rabbit holes and shit. So, yeah, just finding ways to be present, enjoying the moment, and just enjoying what's left of this time. It's, yeah, live, guys, live. What else did I have for you here? Got the life capsule footy. Here's a fucking day ruiner. I mean, I tell you, like, society is going to the fucking dogs, mate. It's going to the fucking dogs. This fucking society, I don't know what's going on anymore. People are fucked, mate. It's getting fucked. On the way to the city, to the Marvel Stadium, I'm just taking the Footscray train. It's pretty direct, a couple of stops, so it's nice and convenient to get to Marvel. I get on, train's moderately busy, and there was just some fucking Eshe deadbeat verbally abusing the fuck out of some lady for some reason I'm not sure of. And he's just a fucking mouthy little fuck that just keeps calling this lady fat. And it's really fucking mean. Is he wrong? No. She's obese. And yeah, just, you know those people that are just be like, love, you need therapy. There is something wrong in the wiring in there, and you need to do some work and probably have a couple of admissions to yourself, right? Mean, sounds mean, but it's true, right? Where you're just like, okay, something's not right in there. And she was fighting back and calling him a scumbag, which he was. But this was a very loud verbal stoush going across, half a train carriage, right? And she's just going, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you fucking pig, you're fat, you're fat. And she's going, fuck you fucking scumbag, you piece of shit. You're just a fucking deadbeat, you're a fucking crackhead. And they're doing this for like 2 or 3 stops. And there's families and there's people everywhere, and no one is doing anything about it. Despite this very loud and verbal stoush, everyone's just sort of sitting going, oh, this is fucked. But then this guy looks like a fucking Eshe, and he doesn't look like he's necessarily small. He's like regular size. So no one wants to tell him to shut the fuck up. I wanted to tell him to shut the fuck up, but do I want to be a hero and put myself at risk in this situation? No. Right? But there is part of me that was, that wants to stand up and tell this fucking deadbeat to shut the fuck up for a second. And it sounds a bit rude in retrospect, pick on someone his own size. But yeah, I didn't do anything about it, and I felt bad. It's just a really shit, gross moment in society, right? When you are just dealing with some fucking dregs. And then there's part of you that goes, this poor, damaged boy, if only he was rehabilitated with the love that he needed as a child, and maybe he wouldn't be so rude to the people around him. And then there's part of you that goes, fuck this crackhead at his fucking skull, throw this guy in the fucking ocean and be done with it, right? You are going nowhere, dead shit, so let's cut the fucking chaff while we can and end it. Like, I know I'm not alone in this, but the amount of times that people... I'm sure everyone has this moment where you wish sometimes you just see someone or you see something happen and you just want to pull out a revolver and just like go, poof, we don't need you in society. You just did something that was so fucking irrelevant and stupid to society that this is not a loss. Bang, right? It's like, yeah, you just get so frustrated with people sometimes, man. Like the great French philosopher said, Jean-Paul Sartre, hell is other people. And it can be very correct, right? Very correct from time to time. Just checking how I'm going for time here. I've got a few more minutes. But afterwards, it was a real bummer because I was just trying to be present and enjoy this time of going to the footy and just going through the process of it. I just was having those nostalgic moments. Then this dipshit ruined it with his fucking inferior brain. That sounds rude as fuck. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, just sort of put a damper on it. And I haven't had one of these moments in a while, but plenty of dudes can speak for this. When you have those moments where you're like, yeah, fuck, if I had that time again, I would have fucked that guy up. I would have been like, hey, dickhead, pick on someone your own size, huh? And, would have been a fucking hero. And it's just all horseshit mental masturbation because you had the moment and you didn't take it, you fucking coward. So don't act like you're in a big shot mood now when you're out of the present danger, you little bitch. Every guy does it. You're sitting in the shower sometimes and you're just like, that's the line I should have had. And then you replay it again and you're like, yeah, well, you are fucking this. And in the back of your head, everyone's going, ooh, got him. And you're like, yeah, fuck that guy. Whilst you are just having, warm water cascade down your back. The folly of man, huh? The folly of fucking man. Yes. All right, I'm going to keep this one there, folks. I know this is a slightly shorter one, but I got to punch through. I got to edit this thing. Got a lot of work on. So that's it for this week, folks. Quick, punchy, to the point. Hope you're well. Love yous all. See you next week. Ciao for now.